Hey friends. Hey friends. Hey friends. Hey friends. Hey friends. Back again with another video. Okay, so today we are making some beef vegetable soup. Sorry, I have gum in my mouth. I'm sorry. Shout out to I Got Your Black for the t-shirt. Cop them. Go support black-owned businesses. I love this tee. Obama, I love you, Obama. I love you so much. I love you so much. Back to what we're doing. I used to work for a local municipality, and at lunchtime, me and my coworkers would go to this hospital, and they had this bomb vegetable soup. It was beef vegetable soup, but it had ground beef in it. I'm used to like a vegetable soup with the beef, like the chunky beef for like beef stew type of beef, but I never had it with the ground beef. But it was so delicious, and like this soup would sell out like all the time. So I said, why not make the soup yourself? So this meal is gonna cost me, for you, well under $20. The most expensive thing you'll probably buy is gonna be the protein, usually. Pack of ground beef is gonna be about like 1 pound is like $5 to $6. Depending on where you shop, you know, you can get it from the farmer's market, you can get it from Publix, Aldi, whatever. You only need 1 pound of ground beef. You can get 2 potatoes from the produce section anywhere. It's gonna cost you less than $1. An onion, carrots, or you can even buy the frozen vegetables. That's what I'm doing because I don't want a lot of fresh peas and stuff like that, and I like to repurpose my ingredients to use in other things. So when I buy vegetables, I do like to buy frozen vegetables because they keep longer. It's soup season. It's that season when cut a check for no reason. You can't go wrong with soup because it's hearty, it's filling, it's gonna have all these great vegetables, tomatoes, all of that. And if you like it, if you have a question, put it in the comments and let me know. But I thank you so much for watching my video to the very end. Thank you for recreating the things, and thank you for giving me your feedback, your questions. I love to do this, and I'm looking forward to creating more. Morgan Creates in this thing. Gang, gang on everything. Yes, and my nails is fleeked out. Yeah, you see it. Yeah, Okay, first things first, what I did was washed and prepped all of my produce. I got my potato peeler and I peeled my 2 potatoes. I peeled also my carrots, and I'm just dicing everything up into chunks. So I'm going to be dicing my celery. I'm going to mince my garlic, dicing up my carrots, and cutting up an onion. So here we go.
It may not be in my face, you see, so I think, but then you come along with that pretty face, with hella style and hella grace, and I hope you plan to stay. And cause love is a choice, I know it can happen at first sight. I simply want to be your favorite jeans that fit just right, if that's alright.
Okay, so now I'm using my Dutch oven. This is like probably like my favorite thing to use these days. But I put some olive oil in my Dutch oven on medium, and I added my minced garlic, my onion, and my ground beef. And now I'm going to begin to season with sea salt, some black pepper, some onion powder, some garlic powder. I sprinkle a little bit of red pepper flakes, Mrs. Dash garlic and herb. I have some soy sauce, and I also have some Worcestershire sauce that I'm going to put in there as well. And I'm going to simmer that, mix it all up, and let it continue to cook.
When I don't like the man in the mirror, you are my confidence boost. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, you got it like that. Whatever you want.
Oh, I forgot to mention, I also put some Creole seasoning in there, seasoning salt. So once I add all of my herbs and spices, I'm going to let the meat brown to my liking. Once it's brown and finished, I'm going to drain the excess oil, and then I'm going to put it back onto the stove and start to build my base for my stew/soup. You know, stews are more hearty, so I guess this is not a soup, it's kind of a stew. So let's get into building the base. So basically what I've taken is 2 cans of tomato sauce. I believe they were 8-ounce cans. I have a can of tomato paste, a 6-ounce can of tomato paste, and then I'm going to stir that in there, let that mix into the meat mixture, and then I'm also going to add a can and a half of diced tomatoes, and I'm also adding some beef broth in there, but I'll add a little bit more later, and then you'll see me add my vegetables.
Can I buy you vow? I want you now and forevermore until my life is no more.
So here's where I start adding my frozen vegetables. So I just bought a small bag of sweet corn, frozen corn from Publix. I put that in there. I bought a frozen bag of peas, and I probably, if I had to measure it, I would say I put like maybe 1.5 cups of frozen peas into it. I would say maybe 2 cups of frozen green beans, and then I'm gonna add all of my vegetables that I diced, my fresh vegetables. So as you can see, I used 2 potatoes. I used about, I want to say 5 or 6 small carrots. I used half of a sweet onion, and I also used about 4 garlic cloves when I did the garlic and minced it up. And I basically add all of my frozen stuff up, mix it up, and I'm gonna just let it simmer. And it's gonna cook for about an hour or 2, probably 2.5 hours for a really good stew, so that all of those flavors can mix in together. And as you can see, I'm adding more beef broth, and I'm gonna add the rest of the half can of my tomatoes. And you can use the beef broth to thin out the soup or thicken it up. I mean, not thicken it up, but thin it out as much as you want to. But I like something hearty in the fall time, and I want it to be filling. So I'm just gonna let it cook down. Here is the finished soup. It looks so good. Now we're just gonna put it into a bowl. I forgot to mention that I did add celery there, but here is the finished product. Here you can serve it with cornbread, you can serve it with a dinner roll, or you can eat it simply by yourself. This meal can also be cooked in a crock pot. If you don't have a lot of time, you can put everything in a crock pot and let it cook, and by the time you get home from work, it will be done. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and if you make it, let me know how it works out for you. Bon appetit, and thank you for watching.